you know, we had that horrific terror attack in South London yesterday, Streatham, and Dave Chawner from Fix Radio was there. What happened, Dave?
So I was going to the cinema, sort of like wandering down the road, and then on the other side of the street, just out of the corner of my eye, I saw someone fall over, I thought, and then I saw them get up, and then I saw seemingly them fall over again, and I thought at first it was a shoplifting or maybe even a mugging, and then when I heard people shouting, I thought, oh, they've nicked a wallet or something. So as anyone would, I kind of ran after them to, sort of get whatever has been stolen. And then I heard what I thought was a car backfire. And then it happened multiple times. And all of a sudden I saw that, sort of about 10 foot in front of me, there were 3 police. They were all wielding guns, and there was a guy writhing around on the floor. And then all of a sudden there were police officers seemingly jumping out of everywhere and pushed us back. And as I sort of got back, I realized that there was a trail of blood behind me leading to a guy who was sort of wheezing on the floor, covered in blood. And because I was going to the cinema, it's this weird thing I always do. I always take a sort of blanket with me, and I got a blanket and I took it out, and we all sort of started to compress the wound. But the poor guy was shocked. He was distressed. He was in agonizing
And he'd been
pain.
stabbed.
Well, I later, yes, I think sort of later reports have sort of said that he was stabbed. He's the guy that is in critical condition. When I saw him, I really, really did not favour his chances. He couldn't see. His eyes weren't sort of focusing on anything. He was not making any sort of sense, and he was kind of like wriggling around while other people were trying to press on the wound, which obviously must have been hugely painful, but it's unfortunately the right thing to do. And it took over half an hour for the ambulances to arrive, and it was just such a horrible feeling seeing an innocent man seemingly bleeding, possibly to death, while no one could do anything, and just that helplessness was horrific.
And that half an hour must have seemed like a lot longer, and you're not even sure if anyone's going to show up.
It was honestly, that was the worst. It was terrible because the poor bloke was still conscious, but definitely not lucid. And there was, all of a sudden, there were unmarked police cars, there were plainclothes armed police officers, which were fantastic and doing an incredible job to secure the area and get it safe. At that time, we had no idea what was going on. It never sprung to mind in a million years that this might be terror-related, let alone that there might be a bomb or anything. Bearing in mind that I was going to the cinema, I genuinely just thought it was, well, I didn't think, I think that's the point, it was just a load of situations that played out, and it wasn't emotional, it wasn't sensational or dramatic, it was just something that played out, and you don't really have time for the emotions to kind of catch up. And the worst thing was when that half-hour wait stretched on and on and on, that feeling of helplessness just dragged out further, and that's when a lot of anger kicked in. With all the police helicopters.
You wouldn't have known, Dave, whether the attacker was on his own or part of a group. Did you feel scared?
To be completely honest, I didn't really feel anything. It all happened so quickly, and to be honest, the police dealt with it so confidently, competently, and they were in complete control that I didn't feel scared at all. I think it's something that is later sort of, the shock sets in later, and, I couldn't sleep last night. I still can't stop shaking, and I'm really, really cold, like it's sort of cold in my bones, and I had to have a shower at 2 a.m. to try and heat up, and it still didn't work. And I think I'm still in the sort of earlier stages of shock, because it was quite harrowing. I've never seen anyone stabbed before, let alone sort of struggling for their lives, and I think that's just kind of settling in. So I definitely didn't feel scared. I didn't really feel anything. You just see someone that's critically unwell, and you think, we have to make this better. We have to sort this person out no matter what.
Well, Dave, thanks very much for sharing your story, and hang on in there. Do whatever you need to do. You've got plenty of people around you, plenty of support. Yeah,
I've spoken to a couple of people. I spoke to Rory Stewart, who's given me a number of sort of talking therapies, which I definitely will be taking up at the moment.
Great. Well, we're glad you were there with your blanket. Just
no. Sound like an old woman.
No, you could be a hero, Dave, for all we know.
Nah, don't give me this.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Really appreciate the call.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Dave Chawner, who was in the thick of it there yesterday in Streatham. Goodness me.